It's Week 17 of the 2024 season, and we'll be watching the Oilers' leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Oilers and the Nighthawks, and it comes your way next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us here at EA Sports to all of you on this Christmas day. We so appreciate you joining us with Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, it is always a unique moment finding yourself playing on Christmas, right? It's the holiday atmosphere all throughout the stadium. We're seeing Santa hats, we're seeing those Christmas-like necklaces, but it's also a really important end-of-the-season game in regards to both playoff and draft position.
Yeah, Kate, that's really well said. And last century, I got to play.
Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. Second and 6 coming up here. They stick with McCaffrey. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's third and less than a yard. They send a tight end in motion. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, and he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
I'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Pistol snap to Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. All right, here we go. Second down. Slot receiver headed left. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
The defenders are there to get him at the line. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Walker looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! Recovered by the defense. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
The Nighthawks and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. And this one doesn't go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Andrews with the catch. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. From the gun, McCaffrey. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Third down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They've got a man in motion. They're running the option, short side. Oh, he loses the football. It's picked up by the defense. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
The Oilers and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll stick with Singletary. Into the secondary past the 40. Touchdown, Houston! The Oilers parlay the turnover into a lead. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Oilers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Danny Gray to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Another drive coming up for this offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the 28. Gets this one to Andrews. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives them the first. Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And they're going to have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Into the second level past the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll give him a first down. This set of down starts with an option right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We play one here on Christmas Day. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Houston in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter two. They have it second down, well inside a field goal range. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Jackson now on third. Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
His name goes on the stat sheet for that sack, but it's the coverage who truly earned it. They go to dime coverage to shut down any type of pass, and everybody in the secondary doing their jobs, tying up the throwing lanes until they could get home to the quarterback and bring him down. That is the epitome of a coverage sack.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Eskridge to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Oilers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Back now, pressure on its way. That pass complete to Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. On first down, this is Singletary. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Walker. Flush down now to his left. Oh, the football's loose. Scooped up by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
The Nighthawks are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning Myers right. First down throw for Jackson. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now it's Lamar. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Walker to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Give to Singletary from the gun. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Walker. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The field opened up, and he simply takes off. This is a reason that even the quarterbacks are timed in the 40-yard dash at the combine, because the elite, well, they can make a big chunk run just like that.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 16. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Singletary finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers now lead by 10. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Oilers drive their lead to 11. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Gray now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Nighthawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. This one's to Andrews outright. Continuing to move past the 45. Oh, this big guy is moving! And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Now Jackson off the play action. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Receiver in motion, headed right. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Nighthawks make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Eskridge on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Oilers and Devin Singletary back out on offense. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. They'll start the drive with Singletary. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now we have our 2-minute warning. The Oilers looking for a score before halftime. From the 25 on 2nd down. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Forced out to his right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Walker setting up to throw. Able to get it to Singletary. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chips.
And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Oilers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Oilers drive their lead to 11. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Gray now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down, here's Lamar. Completes this one to Gray. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. From the 46. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And that's good for a gain of 5. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And it stays a 2-possession game at an 11-point margin.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
On the counter, Singletary. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. And with that, we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. And yes, I'm going to be the one to say it, partner. Both teams hoping to find a present waiting for them in the second half. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday.
From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Eskridge on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. And that's good yardage for the new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be second down. Throwing here, Walker. This finds Singletary. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They'll come up first and 10. They go play action here. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. A tight end in motion now. Here's Singletary. Oh, stiff arm. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. 6 yards from there. It's going to be second and goal. Back to throw. Walker. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Oilers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Oilers push their lead to 18. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Gray now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense getting set to go. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They're out and set, first and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Gets this one to Andrews. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And they'll have first down. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. And a man is there to knock that away.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. And again, it's Jackson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. He's contained at the line for no gain. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Going run again with McCaffrey. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Play action now with Jackson. Headed out right. Now he takes it. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He goes back to him yet again. Complete.
Man, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Buying some time left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Nighthawks start the second half with some needed points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. And if you like scoring, well, no doubt this dude's been one of your favorite quarterbacks to watch this season. That is rushing touchdown number 10 on the year, and he's really had a running back's nose for the end zone every time he's taken the field. Badgley for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Nighthawks make it an 11-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. They give up the gut to Singletary. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Flushed out of the pocket. He has all day back there. And he's tackled for a short gain. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. So now here's 3rd and 5. Walker looking to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Oilers about set to punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Breaks the tackle, still going. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. This offense making its way back out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First down throw for Jackson. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They stick with McCaffrey. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. He's got Andrews. Has room into the secondary. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Nighthawks now within 1 score in the 4th. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
They'll try the toss, left side. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Searches from the pocket. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. And it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They're set up at the 35 now. They go play action on first. Chased out to his right. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Houston first.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
On first down, this is Singletary. And he's going to be brought down after running this to the 8. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. It's a design boot. He brings it in. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
On the move, headed right. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Oilers make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Gray now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On first down, Jackson. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Completed here to McCaffrey. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Man in motion out of the slot. First down, here's Lamar. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he'll get it up to the 44.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, Just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. From the gun, Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 45 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Lamar back to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Myers, the motion man here. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Offense in the hurry up here. Jackson now, 3rd and long. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Desperation time here on 4th. Forced out to his right. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give left side for Singletary. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now stick with Singletary. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Third down run from Singletary. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss. The defense takes its third and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Here's Singletary again. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. From the gun, a carry by Singletary. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And it's a very happy holiday for these guys as they take the victory here on Christmas. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Oilers, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
Time to put some points on the scoreboard.